What's up, everyone? This is the BumCast. I am your host, HBIC, the head bum in charge, along with Baloney and the Southside bum, who is not fired.
Not fired.
Contrary to popular belief, Johnny is not fired.
I'm still here. Here.
Let's get that out of the way immediately, because I saw Roxy in the Twitterverse, and then Chirizi posted something. One, we will never fire Johnny. One, because he is our cousin. He's my cousin, and my deal would probably kick my ass. And two, all these sweet ass T-shirts that we put on shysportsbums.bigcartel.com are courtesy of Johnny. We can't get rid of that. There's no way. He ain't going nowhere. Not today. Not ever.
They'd be fucked. I mean, I don't know. They'd have to do some doodling or something like that to get those shirts going.
You don't want to see my artwork. And you don't want to see Jason's artwork either. It's
something graphical, man. Like maybe a little technical stuff, maybe some video editing, but yeah, I can't draw for shit. That Johnny does all the T-shirt designs and everything.
Johnny,
he does a great job. He does a great design. Yeah.
Thank you.
And yeah, he's family. You know, you can't kick family out.
You can't.
You can. You can't kick family out, but you know, I ain't going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
I thought about actually just playing a joke and doing like cutting a promo like Triple H did back in the day and saying, Johnny, he's out of the bums. But
now he'll kick your ass.
Yeah, he's got the muscles. Guys, it's a big night tonight. We got a new bum.
We have a new bum. We're gonna tease that for a little later in the show. We want to keep people guessing. We want to keep people involved. So yeah, we're going to talk sports. We're going to talk Bears. We're going to talk White Sox, little World Baseball Classic. And then we're bringing on, the bum, the fifth bum, if you will. Joey will forever be the fourth bum in perpetuity. Hermano, he's number 4. Now we got a fifth. Now we're a fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4.
We're fisting the internet good.
Yeah. All right. First off, let's just talk about something that we, kind of had to blow through the other week because we were running out of time with Missy. Our tournament of bums, we kicked it off last week on Thursday, and we want to thank everyone who's voted and participated in everything. It's been a really good tournament so far. We think we might mix it up next year where we actually do it in January, so we're not like trying. I mean, with the 108 tourney and trying to do our stuff, it's coming way overwhelming right now.
Yeah.
So
our idea for this year was do the bums of the year from, January to December, consolidate them all and have them all. Well, we didn't really start the live show until later in the year, so we didn't really have many. So even Drew Boggs was in our podcast like 4 weeks ago, and we used his guest because we didn't have as many guests. We just started doing guests recently, but now we're gonna have a full year of it. It'll be in January, but it's been awesome. We've gotten a lot of DMs and comments. I dig it.
Yeah. So let's go through the brackets real quick, and then we'll get to some sports here. Oops, sorry, I was clicking. In the Baloney region, Aaron Rodgers, as expected, took the first 2 rounds and knocked off Southwest Airlines, and he's going to be going up against the Supreme Court. Supreme Court took out Tony La Russa. Yeah, so Aaron Rodgers versus Supreme Court. That's going to be an interesting matchup, I think.
Brian S. was in, he quote tweeted it and said, if Supreme Court should probably win the whole thing. And if we're really being, honest about things, he's probably right. But we're the Chicago sports bums, and a lot of our fans hate Aaron Rodgers. So, like I said, Aaron Rodgers is a wagon in this tournament.
Yeah. And then going down further, Qatar took out the Fire, and Soldier Field took out soccer uniforms. So Qatar is going up against politicians who knocked out Kanye West. So I got to think, if it's politicians versus Supreme Court, that might be the political showdown in the semifinals there, man.
And I didn't mean it. I thought I was a little too soccer heavy with Qatar, the Fire, the uniforms, and Soldier Field was not only because of the Bears, but also because of the Chicago Fire. But yeah, man, when you get the Supreme Court doing what they're doing and politicians, both sides, I wanted to make that clear as well. Yeah, fuck all those guys.
Fuck them all. Okay, so we're going to resume the Sweet 16 on Thursday. So make sure you keep the eye out for those polls in the mid-morning. In the HBIC region, Peter, go back to the. You just had the.
I'm messing up.
That's okay. All right. So Aaron Rodgers once again knocked out Portillo's
Wagon.
Hot Dogs and
Wagon.
Bruce Levine. Bruce Levine took out Alf on the Shelf, but I thought Bruce Levine actually put up a fight against Aaron Rodgers there. A lot of people hate Bruce Levine, and I'm not surprised because he kind of sucks at his job. Christmas Cardettes took out Jersey Jerry, and then the NFL refs took out Wedding Non-Gifters. NFL refs now versus Aaron Rodgers, and I feel like this matchup's pretty funny because I feel like the NFL refs are going to do like the finger poke of doom against Rodgers just because they always fucking go his way anyways.
They give him the calls. Yeah, that's a great point.
And then scroll on the bottom here. Rick Hahn, no surprise there, taking out the Learning Channel. Also taking out Velas Jones Jr., who did the upset against Steve Stone. I thought Steve Stone was going to easily beat that one after his tantrums on Twitter last year.
That's what I thought, dude. He has half of White Sox Twitter blocked, so I thought for sure Steve Stone was going to go on a run. But yeah, we talked about a pre-show, Jason. Johnny, I know Johnny has TLR in his bracket. If anyone's going to stop an Aaron Rodgers all four Final Four, it's going to be Hahn or TLR. So it's something to watch out for.
Yeah. Night Gas takes out NBC Olympic coverage, and Roger Goodell easily took out Old Kids Who Trick or Treat. And Roger Goodell versus Rick Hahn, which is my personal eyeball matchup there, because I don't know how that one might go almost 50-50 but maybe people hate Rick Hahn more than Goodell. I don't know.
I think because of the following, I think Hahn's going to take this because of our following.
If Rick Hahn goes up against Aaron Rodgers might get knocked out of the HBIC region.
That's what I was saying. I think Johnny has a good shot with TLR in his bracket, and we can go to his next. But I was expecting an all Aaron Rodgers Final Four, but that might not be the case.
Yeah. All right. And let's go to the Southside Bum region here. Once again, Aaron Rodgers knocked out MLS, and refs and umps took out Maryland fans, and no surprise there. Aaron Rodgers keeps going. Rocky Wirtz beat Ja Morant, and Tony La Russa beat ML Blackout Games, and La Russa took out Rocky Wirtz. So another interesting. Again, we're going La Russa versus Aaron Rodgers. So I think
heavyweight.
La Russa
that's a heavyweight battle.
That's gonna be some haymakers flying in that one. I think the Russa has a chance to knock out Rodgers again. Matt Nagy beat Juwan Howard, and Josh Donaldson beat Soldier Field, and then Josh Donaldson beat Matt Nagy, which is surprising for me how much Josh Donaldson is hated more than Matt Nagy. I thought Nagy was going to easily coast to a semifinal, but apparently people hated what Josh Donaldson did to the Sox last summer.
I mean, he's a son of a bitch. Johnny, you had a right to. I think you bummed him 2 weeks in a row, if I'm not mistaken. You went back-to-back Josh Donaldsons on the BumCast. So your Final Four, the four you have left, they all suck.
They're bumps.
Yes.
Yeah. The Rocky Wirtz versus Tony La Russa. That was like an old-timey bum type of matchup. But it was
grumpy old men.
And Skip Bayless versus Josh Donaldson's going to. I think Skip Bayless. I think it's going to be a Skip versus Tony semifinal, but that's going to be a couple great matchups from the Southside Bum region. And let's quickly go over to guest region once again. Aaron Rodgers knocked out Beef Loaf. Good for that. I thought Beef's very lovable. It was no bumming for that.
I think it was like 90-10. There was no way Aaron Rodgers was not going to lose.
No. Grayson Allen took out Brandon Miller. Brett Favre took out Pat McAfee, which people like Pat McAfee. So yeah. I'm not surprised for that one.
We got a bunch of questions about why Pat McAfee was on this. This was from Cousin John at the Dram Daddy on Instagram. He bummed Pat McAfee because he gives Aaron Rodgers a platform, which I thought was funny. And I was like, yeah, that's probably a good point. We all love Pat McAfee, but I was like, yeah, he has Aaron Rodgers on every week. So bum by association.
So Grayson Allen versus Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to take that one pretty easily. Chicago Cubs took out Cubs Tom Petty fans, so good for that. I didn't like that if Tom Petty fans progressed. AK knocked out Eversley, battle of the Bulls front office, and then Cubs took out AK. And thank you to all the fans who did not bum me in perpetuity against Mac Jones. appreciate that. I thought that was going to actually go through a few rounds just to people to troll me.
I thought you had a really good chance of beating Mac Jones, but apparently they were still pissed about him kicking Jaquan Brisker in the dick. So,
yeah, I'm not a dick kicker, man. I might be an asshole, but I'm not a dick kicker. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a lot of things. I'm a,
My Sock Summer with the internet creeps, that could go very far. That's the only one I see beating Aaron Rodgers in this region. So we'll see.
So, yep, that's the Sweet 16. Like I said, we're doing Thursday and Friday. We're going for the Sweet 16. I think we might do 2-day polls just do one big 8 polls, 2 days.
I ain't messing with any of that. You could do whatever you want.
All right. Well, but thank you for everyone who's voted, who's shared, who's retweeted. We appreciate that very much. All right, next on the rundown, because we're gonna move through some stuff here quick. Ryan Poles made a few moves today or last week. He signed new backup quarterback PJ Walker from Carolina, and he also signed Deontay Foreman. Looks like backup to Khalil Herbert. Okay, so some basic moves. We didn't get Orlando Brown Jr. I feel like that contract was kind of reasonable, but they didn't pull the trigger on it. They couldn't get him to sign, but it's all right. It happens. You can't win them all.
So that's what I want to mention is people were pissed on Bears Twitter about not signing Orlando Brown. But I thought if anyone knows his skill set, it's Ryan Poles. If anyone knows that he's not worth left tackle money when he's playing right tackle or left guard, or it's him. So why are we second guessing him? And it seemed like most of the league was in agreement, so I wasn't too mad about it, especially because we've seen that Ryan Poles can, rebuild an offensive line. He did it twice with Kansas City. So if they're drafting, we keep saying it, a big fat guy on the O-line, I'm okay with it. I wasn't too upset that they didn't give money to Orlando Brown because you win. I mean, you build through the draft. We have all this money, you have the most money in free agency, the most salary cap, but you don't really get better through free agency. You get better year after year through the draft. So I'm excited about the draft picks and what he can do building this organization for the future. It's not going to be, you spend money here and there and then you're all good to go. So I'm cool with them not spending the money on Orlando Brown. And then for people are complaining that they signed Deontay Foreman, the running back. It was no money. They're going to do running back by committee. You have you have an every down back, and now you have a bruiser. It's not that big of a deal. I wasn't mad about them signing someone because that means you're not drafting a running back, which you probably shouldn't when you have.
No, you should never draft a running back, and that's why I hated all the talk about them signing Saquon Barkley or if the Giants didn't tag him. No, we don't want Saquon. Get a cheap running back. It's not a valued position anymore. They're a dime a dozen. You draft a rookie in the late rounds. You ride him for 3-4 years, and then you draft him. I mean, there's no sense in that. David Montgomery goes to the Lions. Lions are shoring up on defense. Lions and the Bears might be a rivalry for a while right now. But I don't really like what the Lions are doing. But we got Justin Fields, so I'm not worried about it.
Lions are gonna Lions.
Lions are gonna Lions. We're hoping that's gonna case. Mailman Jack is digging your new setup. This is week 2.
I'm trying. I'm experimenting something. Maybe I'll move the table a little further back and getting closer to the bottle collection. I don't know.
I know it looks good. I do like it better than the lamp setup. People miss the lamp, but I think in the long
I'm gonna have
run,
to bring the lamp down for.
This is better.
Yeah. All right. So that's about it for Bears talk. You guys, Johnny, have anything else you want to add to that before we move on here?
No, you guys, hit it on the nail. We're not trying to put all our eggs in one basket. You got to be very cautious of what you're going to do. And I'm the same way too. Obviously, we need tackles. We need, big fat guys on the line, but you got to make sure you're making the right moves and you're not just throwing money and just whatever. This is what got us into the whole fucking situation with Pace. He was just throwing money to whoever, and we were in hell, cap hell. So, I rather just how Peter was mentioning is just build through the draft. And if there's somebody else that comes up later on or whatever via trade, whatever the case may be, I know that Poles is going to do the right thing. So again, like I said, I'm not too worried about it right now.
Okay. All right, we got one more segment to talk about before we bring in the new bum. And we're just going to talk about some Sox real quick. Guys, same shit, different season. We were riding preseason pretty high, man. Moncada looked really good in the World Baseball Classic. Eloy was hitting. Lubob doing some good thing. But mostly Moncada.
It's
and
fine.
Good to see things out of Eloy. Tim Anderson just raking as always. Like he's going to be elite this season. I think he's having a bounce back year. And then in the span of 24 hours, we went from hero to zero, and we get Moncada with, I don't know, ticky-tack, you touched me fucking injury. And they said he had bruised ribs, so maybe he took a knee to the ribs.
I saw ribs, I saw concussion.
Bob Nightingale saying he's got a fucking concussion. Like, I don't know what angle he was looking at.
Yeah, he also said he was an outfielder as well, too. I don't know if you saw that.
He did say that. Noted outfielder, Yoan Moncada. Dude, the sky is falling. People went crazy today. I feel like, especially in spring training, you got to be precautionary. Even if you feel a little tinge, you pull them out. So I don't think it's all that serious. Obviously, we're scarred from all of the injuries of the last 4 years.
Eloy's already cramping, man. He's not drinking water. He's not stretching. He's already cramped up. It's like, what the fuck, man?
He took a flight. I'm not worried about Eloy all too much. I'm more worried about Andrew Vaughn not being able to play first base without his
thank you. With his back, he's already back sores. Fucking 35-year-old Andrew Vaughn already has back injuries, and he hasn't even played one full regular season game yet.
So if we're doing the sky is falling kind of deal, I'm not worried about Moncada. I'm not worried about Eloy yet. But Andrew Vaughn, that's the one where it's like, whoa, man, why are you sore? Why are your back spasming after 2-3 weeks?
This better not be a fucking Anthony Rizzo shit where his back's gonna start flaring up now.
But I'll take, if you're telling me Andrew Vaughn has Anthony Rizzo's career, I'll take that. I'm not so sure.
I'm not saying, but it was a great career, but just never could stay on the field for a whole season.
Yeah.
Well, he did for a while, but then
also what we talked about previously is you're always going to get the comparison to Jose Abreu, and Jose Abreu was in broken foot. He's out there playing. So AV is in a tough spot, especially early in the season. Hopefully he comes out raking. Hopefully these guys come out hot, and then we don't have to worry about this sky is falling thing. I'm not panicking. I know a lot of people are panicking. So.
That's literally me now, Luke. So like Andrew Vaughn must be 40 years old. We all joke about all the Cuban guys having fake passports, fake birth certificates, and they're actually like 10 years older. Andrew Vaughn might be damn near 40 now. So all right, should we bring the new guy in, or we want to talk baseball classic?
Well, no. I think let's bring him in. The people waited long enough. We teased it enough. I'm going to close this banner out. We're going to bring him on, and then I'm going to move him around. Johnny, you get your normal spot. And then, this is our newest bum. We've talked long and hard. We've been in discussions. This is something we've thought about for a while now. And it shouldn't come as no surprise to us, but maybe people in the comments and people on Twitter will be. So who are you, man? Dramatic. It's Dougie. Of course,
Dougie fucking Fresh.
Of course it's Dougie.
What's going on, boys?
Dougie Fresh is officially a bum. Welcome. Your first podcast with us, man. Glad to have you on board.
Cheers.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Holy shit.
So, I wanted to talk World Baseball Classic with Dougie because, Dougie, you had a hell of a night last night.
Yeah, that was a foot in the mouth, definitely moment. I was like, I was messing around with Barry Bag of Donuts, and I was like, you know what? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna chug a beer for every run that the U.S. scores, and oh, that was a mistake. Luckily,
You almost ran out of beers.
luck-
You almost ran out of beers.
Hold on. So
yeah,
we were testing your new setup and everything, and I got down there, and you posted that to Twitter, and it was 3-0, and I'm like, oh, it should be fine, and then like we're testing different things, and it's 4-0 with the bases loaded. I'm like, oh, Dougie, you're in trouble.
yeah.
And by the time I went upstairs, Dougie Freshness on Twitter is on like a 7th, 8th, and 9th beer.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I was joking when I said, like, I'm like, I got 23 beers in the house, so that's all I'm gonna be able to do. And then when the onslaught started happening, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, this isn't gonna be good.
That could have. Did that game get called for slaughter?
There is no
No,
slaughter.
they don't have
Okay,
no,
I didn't think so.
right.
No, it
Yeah.
was just. I watched it and I think it was over after. They only. It was like 8th inning. I was like, oh, it's over.
Also, people in the comments, I need updates on the Mexico game because I purposely turned it off as to not be distracted while we're uploading the graphics and different things like that. So while we're talking, hit me up with some because I'm fully invested. I got a Modelo, dude. The whole Eli Manning, I'm not superstitious, I'm a little stitious. Since I've been watching the Mexico games, I've been drinking Modelos and drinking tequila. So I've got both of them going right now. I'm feeling good. I need updates.
Yeah. So yeah, Dougie, we talked about bringing you on earlier. We definitely think that all the stuff that you've been doing on your social media and Twitter and everything kind of closely aligns to us. Like obviously, you've been over here, you drank our bourbon, you're a big bourbon guy, you're doing beer content, you're cooking, and we can't wait to see the kind of content that you're going to put out there. We already talked about chugging with Dougie, cooking with Fresh. I know you're going to be dropping a cooking video on the YouTubes shortly, but just the fact that the alcohol content that you do, it's our wheelhouse. We love it, and I'm sure that with all of us working together, you're going to be able to put out some good shit this year.
Oh, absolutely. I'm completely looking forward to it. And I mean, really, honestly, the only reason why I said yes is just so I can go back to that closet behind you. So
that's a great point.
It's just part of me like infiltrating,
That's
Smart
exactly
move.
why I
Smart
stay
move.
friends with Jason all this time. I've been locked in that closet many a time, and it's worth it every time.
I will say one thing: our facial hair has gotten even stronger now.
I know. Now I'm feeling a little. That's a good point.
Yeah. Got the
Jason,
mustache, got
you
the
shaved
beard.
recently. It's coming back strong.
If you actually go look at my endorsement videos that I did last week, I was like just like stubble, and now here come all the grays, and my beard grows so fast, it's just fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I gotta admit, guys, I'm loving the World Baseball Classic. I didn't watch any of the pool play. Peter, you were over on Saturday. We popped it on. I really got into it versus Venezuela, and then obviously Cuba.
You caught it late, man. I've been watching the whole goddamn thing. It's been awesome.
I got a lot of those games late at night. I couldn't do. Yeah, this has been fucking exciting. Now I know, Johnny, you got some thoughts about this later for MVBs and what a bums. But I don't care who it is, if it's Japan or Mexico. I think USA is taking the. Well, I said bring on Mexico, but
you
if
did
we
say
play,
that, motherfucker.
I said bring on Mexico. Because I kind of want revenge for that. But if we face Japan, I guess the only thing about facing Japan is we'll have days content of Ben Verlander just sucking Ohtani's dick left and right. Just fucking can't stand that motherfucker.
I'm rooting hard for Mexico, which, by the way, people that know me well, and a lot of people, Julie asked the same thing. Why am I rooting so hard for Mexico? Obviously, I'm Mexican. But then Johnny or Jason, I root hard for the United States men's soccer team when they play against Mexico. That's the anomaly. I root for Mexico all the time, except for soccer. So I'm all in, man. I'm in with Randy Arozarena, basically the superstar of this World Baseball Classic, making catches, hitting everything about him. He's a superstar. He just elevated his level to the next level, dude. So it's been cool, man. And not only Mexico, but like I think the games have been really, really good. Granted, it makes me miss the pitch clock that's been all of 3 weeks because some of these games are like 4.5 hours long. But even then, the games have been really good. The players care, and I know Johnny, you're going to talk about that later. It seems like from when this first started to now, it just keeps building momentum, which is awesome. And that's what baseball needs. Baseball for the longest time has been in this like holding pattern of like old man baseball and not wanting to get with the times. The NBA does a great job of doing it. The NFL does a great job of doing it. The World Baseball Classic is an avenue where Major League Baseball can get eyeballs on the product. There is stats out there like, I don't know the stat specifically, but like it was something like more than half of the people in Puerto Rico were watching the game when they were playing. Like all over the world, people are watching this. So it's awesome. I'm all in on it, and I didn't expect it. When they had it last time, like I wasn't really into it. It just like I caught it at the right time. I haven't even been watching March Madness because I've been watching baseball games.
Oh, I've been watching both.
Yes.
I can't stay away from both of them. So I had set up the two TVs and all that, and I was watching Saturdays, watching both the tournaments and all that. Yeah, it's been great. And I think one of the biggest things as well too, you didn't touch on it, is the fans. The fans is really the interaction, just all the noises. Obviously, it hasn't been really noisy, but it just they're all in it. I mean, both sides, whoever's playing, these matchups overall have been great. I mean, they couldn't have asked for a better World Baseball Classic than this year. I didn't see again. I wasn't seeing it the last time I did see that final championship game when the United States won, because obviously the United States were on there. I'm on the same boat as you two, Peter, when it comes to if it's going to be U.S. versus Mexico. Hopefully I didn't jinx it or anything like that, but I will go for the United States if that's the question anybody's going to ask me. I go for the United States all the way. I was born here, but yes, obviously we have roots in Mexico and whatnot. But yeah, I don't, and whoever's winning this game, whoever's playing, whoever faces the United States,
5-4 into the
I
ninth.
just think that whoever faces them, it's still going to be a good championship. Everything about this from beginning to end has been really great. Obviously, some people were bitching about the uniforms, and rightfully so. Great Britain, I'm sorry, but as far as like as a whole, I think this has been a major success, and obviously, more excitement. I hope it expands even more and throughout the world. I mean, obviously, you remember what the United States as far as soccer, it wasn't a big thing over here, and now it's grown into a huge thing. So hopefully we kind of push that baseball portion out to the world as well too, where we could get more countries involved in the latter years. So, but overall, it's been an awesome World Baseball Classic.
Totally agree. It's good stuff. I'm invested now.
Dougie, obviously you watched yesterday.
So,
what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I watched yesterday's game. But what I wanted to say was I was a little worried at the beginning, like in Arizona and everything like that, when they had like the pool play, and it just didn't seem like the fans were into it, like they were like, and then all of a sudden, now it's coming back and it's Miami and it's like electric. It's like it makes me jealous, because I'm going to Miami like in a couple of days, and I wish that I would have got my flight a little bit earlier just so I can go to one of these games. Like it looks amazing. Like it looks electric to be at.
Yeah, no, good, definitely good stuff. All right, you want to talk some one-away tourney, guys?
I feel like I have to address the elephant in the room, but
floor is yours, Peter.
I'm in trouble, man. What can we? I've been in Twitter and on the DMing or tweeting at Beefloaf and Brewhand Luke. They've created a monster, and I'm not sure. I don't want that smoke. We talked about it. It's been awesome. It's been so much fun. I can't thank those guys enough for including us, and Dougie, I'll add you to that as well, because you had a hell of a day one. But I'm going upstairs and I don't know what to expect. It's I'm almost like we're at our house has become like the real world where it's like Julie's thinking of ideas and like wanting to film me, and then I'm thinking of ideas to counteract that. I'm in over my head, but it's been a
You
lot.
sure she's not just gonna like take a pillow over your face at night, dude?
I might. She's been killing it, dude. I was not expecting that. So
that video she dropped this morning was fucking hysterical, dude.
Yeah.
Like your video was fucking hysterical, and then she counters it with that, and I think everyone had that mic drop, oh shit moment. Like whatever you posted just went out the window with that, dude. And
so I got bait and switched. To be honest, she had this idea of like coming down here and filming in like my setup or whatever, and she was like, do you think we can do like a Hills, like the MTV show The Hills, like intro? And I was like, oh yeah, I'll DM Jackie and Brian Knights and Fitzmagic and Father Zoe, everyone that's in Hickory and Palos Hills. And I'm like, that'd be fun. I'll use their pictures, we'll do that. And so I'm working on that at night. Meanwhile, she's down here filming like the heelest of heel promos, like, freaking Rowdy Piper, Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, like the all-time great wrestlers are looking at Julie's video like, what in the hell was that? So yeah, I think I got bait and switched over here.
Oh, Dougie, you're up tomorrow, man. Now that you're officially a bum, you get the full support of the bum backing.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're gonna ride through round 2 pretty easy tomorrow.
Let's get this out of the way. Sorry to interrupt, Dougie. He did not need the bums backing, and this was in the word. Like we talked about this during our wrestling thing. We wanted to ask Doug when you had your watch party, and then we just didn't have time because people came over, and that kind of got pushed back. So by no means does Dougie need the bums backing, because I'm not
saying that. I'm not saying that.
Because that first day, Dougie, you killed it. So sorry to interrupt. Go ahead, Dougie.
No. You guys are all good. Yeah, no, that was the big thing. And I was like, man, I know, like I have this lyrics and all I got to do is insert a couple of things like who I'm facing and stuff like that. And then honestly, I threw in the whole Crocs thing at the end of the whole thing. Like, I'm like, I can make it work, And then it was like, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be a bum. So like, my baloney is down. So don't arouse my anger, So, but yeah, no. So I was just that.
You dropped Easter eggs.
Yes, I've been dropping Easter eggs or whatever. And the further I go, the more they're going to start becoming more and more. You're going to go back and watch those videos and be like, holy shit, he was already talking about this video 1. But I will tell you this. So funny thing is, take 1. Okay. Take 1. I absolutely nail it. And I know I nail it. So I've got that bottle of Eagle Rare and I slam it. Okay. And I slam like a good amount of it. And I'm like, this is perfect. I go back and I listen to the audio, and the mic was folded inside. So you could hardly hear me. I was all muffled. So now I'm freaking out because I'm like, it's the night before and I have to get this video off. And now I'm a ticking time bomb because I just chugged that much Eagle Rare. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, I got this. I'm good to go. I go for my second take. I fuck it up in the middle and I'm like, oh no. I'm like, here we go. It's just going to start spiraling. Third take, I mess up right at the end. And I'm looking at her. I'm looking at my wife who's filming me. And I'm like, this isn't good. I'm like, I can feel this coming on. And fourth take, I started running out of gas, like towards the 23, 24 lyrics or whatever. And that's why I just tilted my head back, took a deep breath and went with it. And luckily it worked, because 15 minutes later, I was like, nope, ain't doing nothing the rest of the night.
Can I say one thing about this whole thing? And
Sure.
Dougie, you kind of hit it on the nail. As far as doing content, it's constant. Like you have to like do this. Like it's not a one-time take. It's like a multiple.
Right.
And I was asking Peter that one time when we had that podcast with Yumper and Swallow. I asked him like, how many takes do you usually do to get the actual content out there? And he said it's like multiples. It's this stuff. This ain't easy, and obviously I'm just barely new to it as well too. I mean, we've been doing it for 2 years, but we started putting out the content out there. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. So this is not like something like a cakewalk whatsoever. So Dougie, I'm glad you brought up all those takes that you had to do because this is definitely not something that's just like, oh yeah, one take, boom, then we're done.
Oh,
Although we take
yeah.
it yesterday, Saturday, Peter.
We did
Oh,
usually.
Oh yeah,
not
thanks for the
two-
invite. Thanks for
not
the
the-
invite, by
not
the way.
We did that so fast. As soon as Dougie and like we got off the phone with Dougie and realized like this is happening this week because you're going on vacation and on Friday, so it's like we might as well just do it now, strike while the iron's hot and stuff. So it was like I had to get like I told Julie, and Julie obviously Julie's been cool with everything. She's like, yeah, go to Jason's and then come back. So that was like instant. Like we got to just do this quick. Because when you sent us your video with your mask and stuff, I was like, let's let's use that. So yeah, man, I'm excited. The next thing I guess we should talk about before we move on from 108 Tourney, Johnny, how you feeling? We're going up against each other. I don't think, dude, we've been obviously cousins for 40 years almost. We've never really gotten into a fight or a scrap or anything like that. I don't remember ever like
Except for
really...
over wrestling buddies.
Well, that's true. Yeah, your 6th birthday, I ruined your Hulk Hogan wrestling buddy with the top rope from the bed.
That still sticks to the hot over here.
So yeah, you could use that, I guess, against me. But yeah, how you feeling? Because it's coming up quick. It's 2 days. It's Monday, so by Wednesday we're gonna be going at it, battling.
I feel alone here. I honestly do. I mean, I don't get invited to these bum video takes over here, and then everybody's like, Julie's killing it right now. I don't even know if I want to go up against anybody at that point if I go past you.
Point.
So I don't. I already told the story about Julie. She yelled at me one time, and I kept quiet after that Super Bowl. After when I was, she thought I was rooting against her. So I don't even know if I want that. I don't even know if I want that smoke. That's the whole thing. So yeah, I don't think we've ever faced anything off. Like it's gonna be I'm actually more interested about the family, see who they're actually gonna vote for. They actually,
that's a good point.
Actually, but you know what? I don't even know. I mean, we can't even see that, so we don't even know who's
yeah, we wouldn't know who voted for. And plus,
this is a family affair.
We have like 50 aunts and uncles and cousins and everyone else. I'm not so sure. There's only like 3 of them on Twitter, to be honest. Like we should probably be like weaponizing that and getting everybody a Twitter account, but we haven't. But I
was kind of actually hoping that one of you would just do the finger poke of doom or something.
That would be good, but no, we can't lay down. There's that would be dishonorable to Beef Loaf and the 108 guys. There's no laying down. There's we want to fight.
Yeah, I think they're excited about this matchup. I think they're the way that they seeded everything like that. I mean, obviously, I was a 13th seed. So, and by the way, Southside Mofo, Barry as well too. I mean, both those guys are awesome. I've actually been talking about to them as well too. So real good guys as well too. I want to mention that as well too. But I think they were waiting for this as well too. Obviously, I think they're waiting for a bigger matchup down the road here. But as of right now, this was something set up where, it was between me and you. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you got
Johnny, you may have to.
Yeah, he's got the video content. I'm just doing graphic design work over here, just throwing shit out. So I mean, I don't know.
You know what? Just come to the backyard. We'll wrestle. We'll do a little like bum fights, backyard wrestling.
Who's Kimbo Slice?
Yeah, Kimbo Slice. I like that idea. I'll go over there tomorrow
on that one.
Johnny, you may have to promise something. Like Peter's promising live sex tape. You might need to promise something that
card subject to change. Read the fine print.
No, I think people want to see that. Not only do people want to see Julie just utterly like castrate you on Twitter.
It's been going on for a week now.
I mean, let's be honest. Like that, I think that's what people are trying to push towards. Some dirty laundry.
I don't even think I have a vote here. I don't even know if I'm going to win or not because I think everybody's more involved in that whole the concept
Story-
between
it's
if-
story-
yeah,
it's
baloney, yeah, it's a storyline over here. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the mustache has been writing. It's been keeping me alive over here. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do here, but we'll see. But best of luck to you.
Yeah, same.
So
We'll
so
handshake-
all the stuff that
mega
all the
powers.
stuff that Julie debunked in that whole video and everything, and it was amazing. It was funny, everything like that. She didn't like not tell him he wasn't that lumberjack. Like
alpha male.
it was just your hands hurt. That was it. So
He
the
didn't wear gloves.
lumberjack part of it completely real.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you look
Gassing
good.
me
You
up,
look,
Dougie.
you look good splitting that log. You look like
Yeah.
you gained about 30 pounds of muscle on that all of a sudden.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the magic of editing. That was all me.
Hey, can we
Yeah,
get
and
another update on this Mexico-Japan game?
I think Otani hit a double, and then that was the last update we got. So yeah, this is bad radio or bad podcasting, but we have to know. Let me know what's the score here because we are.
Jesus did not castrate. He was.
Okay.
He gets us. No, my sock summer. He's like castrate. Jesus. No, I don't know if we want to castrate. Anyway, okay, bad joke. It flopped.
Hold on, I want to. Johnny will murder you, Peter. Whose side are you on? We have a very important playback with Kenny Omega this week on Wednesday, and I got both CPG rooting for Julie, and now Brian apparently rooting for Johnny. This playback
You're-
trios
you're-
championship is.
You
is
see how
no
this
bueno.
tourney's? You see how tourney the true colors are coming out?
I'm
You
getting
see
Marty
that?
Jannetty super kicked and thrown into
Thanks,
the window,
Brian.
man.
Thanks, Brian, for your vote.
And I can't take sides for the Peter versus Johnny battle. I'll be focusing my attention on Tits and Chaos and helping Celeste get past beef.
This is, which by the way, I want to put it right here 43 minutes of 12 seconds into the podcast. That's you endorsing Celeste Spaghetti against Beef Loaf, not the bums. I need you to be on Head Bum in Charges account.
I voted
You have
for
your
Beef
own
twice.
account.
I don't know if he's I don't know if he's on
I-
there. Beef, I voted for you twice.
I want
I voted
that-
for beef.
I want it
voted
to
for
be
Beef.
known. You've been
Oh, I voted against
Celeste's
Beef.
campaign manager. You've been hard on that campaign trail, but you do not endorse all of the bums. And now that we're one more bum, you're your own voice.
I have been doing my endorsements from my personal
Yes.
page.
Yes.
So okay, and
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, I was just saying, and I can't choose sides with you, and I have to stay loyal to my obligations as campaign manager, whether it pains me to, go against beef or not. I didn't even go up against my sock summer. That pained me to have to first round against him. I didn't want to do that.
I'm gonna puke. I'm looking at the looking at the updates for the game. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't want to go ahead, but go ahead, Johnny. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, Doug, since you're new on here, who are you gonna
Yeah.
vote for, me or Baloney?
Put him on the spot. Let's go, Doug.
You know what? Honestly, I'm going Johnny.
Oh, what the heck?
Oh, hey,
You know what? What a congratulations to the
come on.
first and last episode of Dougie Freshness on the BumCast.
Oh, see, now I'm in Johnny's spot. What's going on?
All right, we got
Oh
you.
yeah,
I got you.
I'm actually Charisse. He's actually right. I'm probably gonna get fired here soon.
all right, you guys want to? We'll keep a quick show tonight because everyone's been tired from.
We got content to film. I
content,
want to get
yeah,
to the
we
end
got-
of this
we got
game. I'm
people-
sorry to everyone. I think Dougie was the big news of the day. So
So
any
let's
other
get
topics
through,
we
let's
got?
get some bumming going, and we'll wrap up the show early tonight.
Let's do it.
I think he's a bum. I think he's an absolute bum.
Because you're training like a damn bum, you know that? Bum. A bum.
A bum. All right, Peter, you're gonna start us off this week. Go ahead.
MVB. I mean, we're in a quarrel. We've been in a fight, but it's Julie. Julie's been killing the game. She didn't really ask to be in the 108 tournament. We didn't think she was going to be in the 108 tournament. She got her account deleted, and she came out firing. So as much as I say this sucks and I'm mad and
Japan
everything
won.
like that, son of a bitch. All right, Bums of the week, Japan.
Sorry.
Fuck
USA,
Shohei Ohtani. Fuck.
USA.
All right, yeah, dude, we're all on the same bandwagon. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm riding
Yep.
USA hard. I got my Vuvuzela with the American Outlaw sticker. We're ready to go. USA all the way. That sucks. That happened. So yeah, Julie, I love you. You've been killing it. We're gonna keep killing it. Friday. Hopefully, Johnny, no offense. Friday, me and Julie, we face off and then we make sweet love Friday night on the YouTubes.
That's
and then
what you think.
my bum of the week. I mean, we're keeping it 108 tourney centric. You can't have it. You can't have it both ways. And I know it's a business. It's the $1 Million Man. But you can't be endorsing two sides of the same coin.
Put your vote in for Turkey Fonseca. Vote for my friend Chris.
What the hell is that, man? My Sock Summer. Have you no shame, my man? That was $10.99 wasted, and I can't get mad at Julie too much because I'm frivolous spender as well. But that's probably the worst $10.99 she's ever bought.
All right, good stuff, Peter. I'm gonna go next. My MVP is My Sock Summer. Because I absolutely loved that he kept all the receipts for everyone who voted against him versus Celeste. And then the next round, he kept all those votes and all those tweets, and he just said, "Oh, remember when you voted for Celeste? I'm going to vote for your opponent now." And I absolutely, if you guys know, I absolutely love that level of pettiness.
Yeah,
that warmed my cold, dead heart. And like I said, My Sock Summer wasn't anything personal. I love you, bro. We're gonna have some good bourbon this year at games. But I'm campaign manager, and I loved it, And I know eventually my time's gonna come, and you're gonna have the down the road petty grudge against me, and I'll be ready for it, and I'll take it on the chin, because that's what I have to do. But no, I absolutely love that too.
That's if they let you win this tournament.
That's true. I might be shadow banned for the rest of.
You've been campaigning against everyone, so yeah.
I might be shadow banned.
The whole thing about keeping receipts, you got a fucking CVS receipt full against you. It's from the ceiling to the floor of HBIC. So yeah.
Yeah, but I love the pettiness, My Sock Summer. Keep it up. Good work, man. I got two quick bums here. First one, NFL owners for extending Roger Goodell. You fucking dumbasses. I don't know why you would want that motherfucker running the league for any more amount of years. He's just made the game not fun anymore. It's all about, obviously, it's all about money, but it used to be fun. You used to be able to do touchdown dances. There wasn't any ticky-tack shit anymore. And,
you're eating the trash, man. That's exactly what they want you. They want you to bum Goodell. They want him to be the figurehead, the puppet, if you will. And everyone goes after them or after him. You should be pissed at the owners. And
I am pissed. I am pissed at the.
But that he takes the heat for them. That's his job. So it's like when people get mad at Goodell, they should be mad at the other side.
Yeah, I hate it. Fuck all those owners. They're a bunch of pieces of shit. All right, my second bum is a big one. It's the fucking White Sox PR department for fucking Tablegate, because they put every single White Sox fan in a frenzy this week with their no tables in Lot B this season, no tents. And then everyone emailing their ticket reps for confirmation, and everyone's going in crisis control. You have literally two sections on your website, one that says the do's and don'ts of tailgating, no tables or tents in Lot E and D. And then you have on the other section, no tables or tents in any tailgating lot. Like, get your fucking story straight, you dumb fucks. Like, you're giving me unnecessary anxiety, running up my blood pressure, because we're 2 weeks from our first whiskey at Comiskey and we have all this shit planned, and now we might have to scrap it because I can't bring a fucking folding table. God damn it. This is such fucking on brand for the Sox. I cannot fucking I'm actually impressed how on brand it is with them. So thank you to everyone who like from the beat writers and everything who were like helping trying to debunk everything. Like Scott Merkin put out that tweet the next day that they're allowing tables. But whoever posted it on Reddit, fuck you for giving everyone an unnecessary heart attack, man. Because I would have been happy just playing dumb and ignorant and going to Lot B and putting up my table and then having one of the little fucking golf cart wannabe cops come around and be like, excuse me, sir, you can't put your table out here. You're going to have to move it. Fuck you. I'm going to put your body through this fucking table, you fucking wannabe cop.
EC dub. Dude, I knew
All right.
it. I knew it was going to happen. Great job, by the way. I love that rant. But I was the one that have to give you the bad news. We got a couple DMs, and I was like, oh boy, I got to call Jason. And I was like, Jason, take a look at this. You called your rep right away, which was good. Or you emailed him. And I knew we were going to get this, Jason, because what you love doing and another reason why we love Dougie being on there, tailgating, cooking, drinking. You just fit in so well with us. But Jason, I was like, if you don't get to cook, we can't bring tables. You're like, I don't want to do this.
They didn't ban grills, just tables. So I'm supposed to put my grill up and then just fucking put plates and everything on my fucking hood of my car or in my these people they're just fucking idiots. They're so fucking brain dead. Like, let's ban tables. I know, but like, I want to know what their reasoning was besides trying to make you pay $100 to go to Lot E for a fucking tailgating spot.
They want the confusion. They want people to call and book the $100 and $500 tailgating spots. But we're going to be in Lot B opening day. We're going to be cooking. We're going to be drinking. And even then,
he's
even if they
left, he was so pissed off. He just
done.
left.
He's done. We'll be there opening
day. We are fucking
Heat.
bringing the heat.
No.
We got some Blantons for Lot B. We got some fucking Seagrass. We got some Russells. We got it all. We got like 7-8 bottles we're bringing. We're bringing the motherfucking heat on April 3rd. So bring your livers and just be ready to drink. People might die. I'm not responsible for that. I'll even make people sign waivers before they come into our tailgate.
Did you see Jason? He just walked around.
We need
He
a
didn't
waiver.
go to the closet. He has so much bourbon all downstairs. It's just all over the place.
Yeah, it's true. He walked this way.
Yeah, he walked that way.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you imagine this energy in a tournament next year?
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna need more blood pressure meds.
Either way, we'll be there drinking and eating in Lot B opening day. We can't wait to see everyone there.
Yes. And we're gonna start putting out RSVPs because I need to know how much goddamn food I need to get.
Well, we got tables now, so
we got tables. All right, Johnny, you're next.
All right. I'm going to go with my MVP real quick. Obviously, we didn't talk too much about the tournament, but I am going to talk about the tournament because I've been watching college basketball as well, too, as long as the WBC is on. Fairleigh Dickinson beat Purdue. Obviously, Purdue, Big Ten team, they lost. Fairleigh Dickinson was calling that smoke before that game even started, and they beat them. I mean, you got to get kudos to that. They are a 16 seed being a number 1 seed, and something that hasn't happened, I would say, since like 2016 or 2018. So kudos to them. Obviously, they lost yesterday against FDU, but kudos to them. They literally wanted that whole smoke, and they won. I mean, they backed that shit up, and obviously Zach Edey was almost, I don't know if he was like close to a player of the year. I mean, he had a hell of a season with Purdue, but man, they knew how to play them. They knew how to press. They knew everything that they did against Purdue. They dominated. So good for them. Now I'm going to get to a lot of stuff I have to talk about as far as bums, because it's been I send messages over to these guys and I'm like, man, I got a lot of bums. I even had to tweet one of them because I'm like, I don't think we have enough time to do all these bums here. But I'm gonna go with the first one. And one of them is Colin Cowherd. Obviously he came out with the whole thing with Michael Jordan. I don't know if you guys saw it, but he was saying that Jordan was failing at baseball, playing for the Wizards, owning the Hornets. Take Scottie Pippen out, Phil Jackson. This whole Michael Jordan mythology is sort of just that. You could say that about fucking anybody. This is the fucking dumb fucking take I've ever heard in my life. Like you could, all right, what you want to go with Larry Bird and see how he does, without McHale or without Parrish. Do you want to do the same thing with Magic Johnson, or LeBron
Oh.
James or anybody else who fucking won a championship? This is the dumbest fucking take. These people, just like how I put out Skip Bayless, where they just want to put these dumb fucking takes out there just so they could get fucking whatever attention they want to have, since they didn't have fucking attention when they were fucking kids or whatever, and they get this response. Obviously, I'm fucking hot about it right now, so I'm bait. I'm bait for this as well too.
I got
But you know
But
what?
this is good.
Fuck him.
Keep it going.
Yeah, no, fuck this guy. I mean, this guy it's the fucking dumbest take I've ever heard in my fucking life. So, well, no, I'm not, because I'm going to go to the second one, because I'm going to go against Barstool Kentucky Fried Chicken, you fucking dumb fuck. KFC, with your fucking dumb takes with WBC, is the fucking dumbest thing as well too. Everybody gets fucking injured anywhere. It doesn't matter, spring training, or if it's the off season or whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. You're gonna get hurt. Obviously, the whole thing with Edwin Diaz, it's a shame. I fucking
Sucks.
it's yeah.
Absolutely.
I felt so bad for him, because all he was doing was celebrating with his country, with his team. Like it's everything about with the WBC right now. It's great. We talked about it, so I'm not going to bring that up anymore. But it's just the passion. Him telling players that they don't want to be part of the WBC, or they don't want to be part of this. They're fucking passionate. You hear what Mookie Betts said? He said he fucking loved being a part of what was going on throughout this whole tournament. A lot of other players were saying that as well too. How can you say you're not even a fucking athlete? So fuck your fucking takes. So he was saying all this other bullshit, and now he comes back and says that, oh hey, you know what? I'm part of, I'm okay with the WBC. No, fuck you, man. You should have looked at what was going on, the passion, everything about this tournament. It's fucking great. Yes, it's unfortunate that these players get fucking hurt. And obviously, it's a shame. Obviously, what happened to Altuve, obviously, other people might say some dumb shit about, oh, I'm glad that he got hurt because he was a cheater or anything like that. You don't want anybody getting hurt whatsoever. Obviously, we as White Sox fans, we know accustomed to all these injuries because we're White Sox fans, and we have people getting injured every single fucking time and every single fucking day. I'm talking about it's the passion about the WBC. So I don't understand what KFC was saying about this, but fuck your fucking takes. I can't stand these people who just love the fucking attention about it. So fuck you and
Your mama too.
whatever. I'm done. Stop, Mike. Fuck you.
Johnny coming in hot. I love it. No pressure, Dougie. First BumCast. First bumps,
Well,
MVPs and bumps of the week.
Yeah,
let's
I
get
mean,
'em
I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna. Jesus Christ, I wasn't. I wasn't even planning on getting angry tonight.
I think we're gonna. No offense, we've been really good about the 108 weight loss. You obviously won it. I was in the lead. We're gonna sandwich the angry guys with two jolly fat guys. That's exactly what it's gonna be. It's gonna be an angry sandwich, and it's just us, bookending it. So let's go, Dougie. Let's see what you got.
All right, so I'm gonna do it backwards. I'm gonna start with my bum. My bum is Mayo Gilbert McNeil. Okay. I don't know if you've heard of this guy
Sounds
or whatever,
fake.
but yes, it does sound really fake. And it's funny you say that because he was just charged with selling fake Michael Jordan cards. Okay. So immediately when I heard the story, before I saw the name, I jumped on the Twitters and I was like, holy shit, was this Aloha Mr. Han?
Mr.
And I'm
Han.
like, yeah, I'm like, he's the sports guy. And I'm like, I had to go through the feed just to make sure like he was, active to make sure that he didn't get arrested. But I was like, okay, he's good to go and everything. But this dude, over the last 4 years, sold over $800,000 worth of fake cards. 800,000.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I'm jealous.
My
You know
Sox
what the
summer.
worst
Take
part is?
notes.
Yeah, the worst part is he's like 82 years old.
Holy shit, 82 years old.
82
He's-
years old.
He's doing this in the
Yeah.
twilight of his career.
Because he's like, I'm not gonna get arrested for this shit. What are you gonna do? You gonna throw an old man in jail?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So, but all right. So now I'm gonna go with my MVBs, and my MVBs are you guys.
Doug,
You guys,
come on.
you guys invited me to a tailgate last year, whiskey at Comiskey, and I was apprehensive about going because I'm like, I don't know nobody, So I walked up and you guys treated me like family. You guys immediately, right out of the gates or whatever, started, hey, drink this, have that. Are you hungry? Do this, do that. And like literally all it was one message on Twitter. And it all started with that. And I felt like family that day, and I feel more like family today because now I am a bum. And
Hell yeah.
I can't thank you guys enough for bringing me on and giving me the opportunity. It's probably a big fucking mistake, but
No
Nope,
way. Are you
nope.
kidding
yeah,
me?
but I love everything you guys do. I've always, it really means a lot to me. So,
Dude,
thank
we
you.
are so excited. We can't wait to see what like. We talked about it. Not only the chugging thing is not. It's not even the chugging. The cooking thing is,
Right.
dude. Part of the 108 weight loss thing was like, I'm having fucking salad and freaking rabbit food basically,
Yeah.
and you're having full ass meals, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how is this guy doing it? So the fact that like that's your passion and you're willing to put it out there, and we're gonna have it on the Twitter and on the YouTube and
Yeah.
stuff like that, you're gonna kill that. I know you're gonna kill that because you've been killing it. And then, like I said, you fit so well with us. The bourbon, the wrestling, the sports, and everything else. It just made sense. So we can't wait. Like I'm speaking for all three of us. It's very exciting, and obviously, we can't wait for White Sox season to start because we're gonna catch all four of us in Lot B, and it's gonna be a fun time.
That's right.
Yeah. But before I let you guys go, I just got to say,
Uh-oh. You got to tell. Oh,
just
wait.
fucking with you. I had to mess with you, Johnny. I'm sorry.
That was good. That was good. He got you good, brother. I want to clip that immediately. Oh man.
Hey, he said he's voted for me, so I don't know.
Yeah, fuck you guys. All right, so let's wrap this.
Guys, Dougie, welcome aboard. Good things ahead. Peter, you're gonna do a giveaway?
I'm gonna. I said we're gonna give this away for people that voted for me and Julie. I'm gonna do the randomizer today. I'll post it tomorrow morning. Thank you everyone that voted for me. Everybody go vote for Dougie tomorrow. Johnny, me and you guys could split the votes however you want. Vote for Julie. But yeah, you can't wait.
All right, guys, we'll see you all bright and early tomorrow morning on Twitter for round 2, day 2 of the 108 tourney, and it's gonna be some good stuff. Everyone, have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Oh yeah, now we got them all.
Wait! Before we go, Fitzmagic next week.
Hold on. All right. Yes, let's talk about this because Fitzmagic is
I cut it too soon.
Heart of the Hills. You did cut it too soon. We got him here. Yeah, he'll be on next week on Monday. We're gonna talk tailgating. We're gonna talk food. He's gonna do like a couple restaurant reviews for our neck of the woods. It's gonna be a fun time. So can't wait to see everyone there. Jason, we probably should have done this earlier, but that's all right. We're excited.
All right.
We're excited about a lot.
We're good. It's a good night, guys. See you tomorrow morning. Go Bums.
Let's go.